Okay, this is a song called Sorrowing Man by City and Colour, and just on the new album. And it is quite a simple song to play, so for those who are beginners, it'll probably be okay for you. Just to explain the tuning of the song, it's standard tuning, whether that's in tune I don't know. Standard tuning, no capo, to fit to the CD if you're going to play onto the CD. And basically I'll just play through it quickly and then afterwards show you how to play it. So here we go. So that was the song, just a verse and a chorus. Basically, I'll talk you through the chords. For the verse, you've only got two chords you need to play, and that is E minor, and I think it's D sus or D suspended, which is basically like the shape of a D chord, but with your middle finger taken out. But I'll just go over it quickly anyway. So first chord you play is E minor, and you want to kind of hit the bass notes pretty hard to be in keeping with the song. So it's so what you're really doing for the strumming is there's not a consistent pattern, but it's so that kind of B. So that sort of rhythm you want to be strumming, but you don't have to strum all the time. If you listen to the CD, it's quite loosely done. So you play your E minor chord. Your next chord, like I say, is I think it's a D suspended. Correct me if I'm wrong. Your index finger is actually on the G string at the second, and then you've got I use my ring finger on the B string at the third. So it should sound like that. What you want to do though is obviously when you're playing down here, you want to mute your bass strings a little bit. So I just usually use my middle finger because I can't stretch around with my thumb, and I just mute the E string off, and it just takes a bit of the bass off. If you play all the strings, you're not really going to hear that chord down there because all the bass notes just voice it out. So that's another little tip. So that's what you play really. So there's a couple of patterns of that obviously during the verse. So it's So that's the verse sorted. Now to go into the chorus, what you need to do is the first chord we're going to play is an E minor. So the rhythm in the song actually changes here, and the timing all changes. So you're not just playing two chords, you're actually fitting 5 chords in to the chorus. They're all quite easy to play, and they're all really just the bass notes. So they're quite open chords anyway. So I'll just explain them. So the first one you would play is E minor. Then the next one, you're basically just using the bass notes of a G chord, so you don't use, there's nothing down here, you're not playing like a G like you normally would. You're just using the bass notes. So you've got you should have your index finger now on the A string at the second, and then your your middle finger on the E string at the third. So it'll go. So you're now up to G. The next chord is the same D shape you play in the verse. So that's easy done. So all of those three together sound like this. Now this next chord is, I think, A suspended, possibly. It's the same shape you'd have for E minor, but just moved down. So you've now got your index finger now on the D string at the second, and on the G string with your middle finger at the second. And again, it's an open chord. And then that's the fourth chord, and then the fifth chord is just a standard C. What he does though on the chorus, you'll have, if you listen carefully, is he plays on and off the B string. So I'll play it all, and then I'll play that bit with the C chord, and then I'll explain it a little bit more. So here we go. So it's pretty simple what he does. All it is once you play these chords, all you do in the C chord is at equal intervals pulling off. So you'll play the chord, and when you strum it again, you just take your index finger off the B string when you're playing the C chord. Then you strum a little bit with an open string, and then you would hammer it on again. So what you're really doing is just playing. And that's it. It's not too difficult, and if you want to do it, you can do it. If you don't, you don't. You can just play the C chord as it is. But again, it's just a little by the way anyway. So that's the song pretty much summed up. In terms of strumming, just as a quick tip as well, a lot of it's downwards, quite heavy, quite bass, a lot on the bass notes, especially when you're going through all of these. You're hitting the bass notes quite a lot to obviously create a bit of a deeper sound. And that's really it. But just have a listen to the CD and play along with it, just to what I've just shown you how to do, and you should pick it up pretty quick. There are some like guitar bits that go over. I forgot now. I don't know how they go, but you can try and play them if you want to between. You might struggle a bit when you're by yourself, but if you've got a loop pedal or something, I suppose you can play the chords, and you can play those little bits over the top if you wanted to, but it's not really necessary if you're just playing acoustic guitar. But again, if you've got any questions, just ask or send me a message. Thanks.